welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Deb and this is Learn with Mr. Deb. So today I'm doing another video, an educational video on a topic called marketing mix price. So what I'm going to give you today is a definition. I'm going to give you lots of different pricing techniques. I'm going to give you the advantages, the benefits and the drawback for each technique. So I'm going to start by telling you what price is. Price is what a business charges its customer, and it's determined by several different factors. So one of the pricing techniques I'm going to give you is called skimming. Skimming is when you set a price which is very high to start with, and then as the product becomes more familiar with its customers and they sell more, they suddenly drop the price and decrease it. So you use it in products such as technology. Technology products are synonymous for using skimming as a method, such as the iPhone, set at a very high price when it first starts, and as the product gets older, they reduce the price ever so slightly. The benefits are it can increase profits very quickly because you're setting it at a high price, and because it's a high price and it's what we call a premium product, it creates a buzz amongst its customers. However, the drawbacks are when it's set at a really high price, some customers cannot afford it, and therefore you don't make as many sales as you potentially can if you are set it at a lower price. Also, it doesn't work if there is several competition, and if your product isn't unique and different amongst its competitors, it doesn't always work. The next product pricing technique is penetration pricing. Penetration pricing is the opposite to skimming. Penetration pricing is when you set the price really low and then you gradually increase the price. And it's set at a lower price because it's a product, it's a business which is entering a new market which has lots of competition, and the only way you can bring about customers, bring about sales, is going in at a low price, and then when customers become intrigued, when customers start liking the product, you increase the price. The benefits are it is very low to start with, which is good because it makes it affordable, creates that buzz, and therefore it attracts also new customers when people wouldn't have bought the product in previous times because the price is so low. However, the drawbacks are when the price is going up, when the price increases, when you do increase the price, you may find that you lose customers because the price is unaffordable, because it wasn't as cheap as he initially charged. You may make a loss initially when you set that price because it's low to start with. You may find that at that low price, it actually doesn't cover the cost, and therefore you don't make as much money as you possibly can. So the next pricing technique is called competitor pricing. Now, competitor pricing is when you set at a similar price to your competitor. So basically it's more like price fixing, when lots of competitors sell that same product at the same price. And it happens particularly with supermarket products where there's no differentiation between the product. It's the same kind of taste, same kind of look, i.e. milk or potatoes, and the product is pretty generic and therefore the prices are similar. The benefits are it's similar price to competition, which means that you won't lose customers because, well, you're all charging the same price, and it also, because of that reason, you also protect your market share. You will make sure that you don't lose customers because you're at the same price as competitors. However, the disadvantages, the drawbacks are it focuses on price as opposed to quality. So the product is at charge of that price because of everybody else, and they're not focusing on anything else apart from the price itself, and quality is kind of missed out. Also, you may make a loss, and if you're going in at the same price as your competitors, you may not actually cover the cost of your product and therefore make a loss. Loss leader is the next pricing strategy. Loss leader is when you sold at a rock bottom price, when you sell that product at actually a loss, which is why it's called loss leader. You sell it, you're trying to get rid of the product because it's going to be out of date, or it might be because it's out of trend, and so therefore you sell it at a low price. And what tends to happen is you sell it at a low price with the potential that customers will come and buy that product at a loss leader price, at a loss price, and when they come in, they might buy another product at a higher price. That's the optimism of the business. Benefits: it attracts customers who otherwise may not have come into your business because of the low price, the really, really low price. And also the other benefit is it gets rid of old stock, gets rid of stock that may no longer be trendy. However, you're going to sell it at a low price and therefore you're going to make a loss. That's a given. Also, people may not be attracted to buy that product because it's out of trend, because the date's going to be finishing very soon. So therefore you might not attract the customers that you initially wanted to. Next pricing strategy is something called cost plus. Cost plus is a very simple strategy where you basically add up how much the total cost of production is of making one single item, and then you add a little markup, and that little markup is known as the profit. So a product might be costing £1 to make, and then you add a 50% markup and sell it for £1.50. The benefits are you cover the cost, so obviously you added up how much the product costs to make, so you cover your cost, and it's very simple to apply. It's a very simple system where you just add a markup of 10%, 20%, 100%. The drawbacks are, it does not consider other factors. It does not consider what competitors are charging at necessarily. It might not consider whether there's branding associated with. It doesn't consider any other factors apart from covering costs. Also, it can be considered too simple, and if it's something too simple, will business be enticed to charge it at that price? The next one is something called psychological pricing. Psychological pricing is when you telling your customers that a product is charged at £1.99 with the hope that customers think that actually the product is not £2, it's actually closer to £1 because it's £1.99. And that's the way it works. And lots of businesses do it with the idea that customers will fall into that trap of thinking it's actually cheaper than what it is. So you might be £999 instead of £1,000 because customers will think it's below £1,000. That's the optimism. The benefits and drawbacks. The benefits are that you potentially can gain lots of sales because customers think that it's a cheap price. Also, you might find that it's implemented with very comfortably, with ease, no problem at all, because it's £9.99 and therefore it's a simple strategy to apply. However, the drawbacks are some customers will not fall for it, some customers will see through it and know that actually it's psychological and therefore I'm actually paying more than what the business is implying. And it's not a long-term strategy. It's something that you probably can't do for a long period of time. You might be able to do it for a short period of time where you trick in the customer into believing it's cheaper than what it actually is. The last one is something called price discrimination. Price discrimination is when you are setting a different price for different segmentation of customers, and normally it's age segment. So for example, you might have a price of £9.99 for cinema tickets at your normal time. However, if you come and watch a film in the afternoon show on a Monday at 12 p.m, you might get the same film for argument's sake, £7.99. So you save £3, you save £2, because with the implication that it's a different time and therefore you attract a different customer. You may get people who are retired who come to that TV, come and watch that film because it's at a cheaper price. Also, you might have a different price for different groups of customers. For example, if you are having an airline ticket sold, you might charge a different price for different customers on the airline. You might have a price for adults, and then you might have a price for children, and that's a way to discriminate your adults from your children. The benefits are it appeals to specific people. So if you're an adult, if you're a child, you'll get a different fare and you know what you're getting. The other benefit is it's manages your demand. So if there's a time of the year where it's more expensive, for example, the evening or a Friday or a Saturday, you know that you can charge higher prices, whereas quiet periods you might charge less. Same with seasons. You might find that the summer season is really expensive, so therefore you can charge a higher price. The disadvantage is it can put off customers. So if you feel discriminated against, it might put you off from purchasing a ticket or purchasing a product. Also, it's not fair. It's not a fair system of delivery of a price. So you might find that actually some customers won't like it again because they feel discriminated against. So that is a definition. Sorry, it's a bit longer than normal, this video, of what price is. It's what a business charges its customers. There's lots of different techniques. It's important to note that you have to decide as a business which pricing technique you're going to go for. There are some techniques which might be more appropriate for a certain product than other techniques. It depends on the type of product, it depends on the type of customers you have, the segment you're going for. So it all depends on these various factors before you make a decision on which pricing strategy to go for. Hopefully that's been informative. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, and please don't forget to subscribe. If there's any comments, any questions you might have, please write into the comments box. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.